One of the most important skills parents can help their children with is the capacity for independent thinking. As youngsters who are able to do so tend to develop a stronger feeling of self dependence and confidence. Even though it is possible to support independent learning in young children, it can be difficult for parents to instill this process at later ages. But it is still possible. So it is also about understanding कि where कहाँ पे बच्चों को हमको हेल्प करना है, कहाँ पे नहीं करना है, कितना हेल्प करना है. So this particular video is basically going to help you parents on giving you different tips and suggestions. Primarily we look at 10 ways where you can assist your child to develop their thought process so that they can start thinking independently, taking actions. Because I personally feel that as parents, we should empower our children to make their own decisions, take challenges on in life. Because in today's day and age, especially in the corporate world and in practical real life, having a growth mindset is very important. What I mean by growth mindset, I mean that when there are challenges, the students or the individual should not look at or get deterred with them because challenges are bound to be a part of life today, tomorrow, whether technology is there or not there. So when these challenges come, how do we respond to that? That is what a growth mindset is, which enables us to look at challenges, opportunities, respond to them positively, think independently, and take appropriate decisions. So let's get on this video where I'm going to help you understand 10 ways you can help your child to think independently. But before that, I would like to invite you to my next webinar where I will be explaining about the science of career selection. You'll get to understand three secrets. First is how to choose a career. Second is the role of parents in career selection. And third is how to develop a mindset to learn and grow quickly. So go to my website jakshay.com, jakshay.com and register for this webinar. Also, please try to understand that the career trajectory that is there in India today is diversely expanding with the new careers getting added to it. So it's very important to understand scientifically and systematically on how to choose them rather than just understanding about what is available. So let's begin this video where we are going to discuss about 10 ways parents can help children to think independently. One of the most important skills parents can help children with is the capacity for independent thinking. As youngsters who are able to do so tend to develop a stronger feeling of self-dependence and confidence. So even though it is possible to support independent learning in young children, it can be difficult for parents to instill this process at later ages. So let's look at 10 ways parents can help children to think independently. Number one, integrate independent thinking into everyday activities. So, parents can help children by encouraging them with multiple opportunities to do new activities each day. One effective strategy is to switch from the standard yes or no format to more open-ended inquiries that invite more in-depth explanation. So, with open-ended inquiries, it gives the child an opportunity to think. So, ask questions that encourage differing points of view and help them to do a critical analysis. It's an excellent way to foster the growth of independent thought. So instead of telling them, giving themselves choices, do you want to eat X or Y? Ask them what would they like to eat. That's a simple example. For dinner, that can help them to start with. It could be for younger children. And if there are adult children, they want to discuss about what career they want to choose. So instead of telling them, would you want to be a doctor or an engineer, tell them, give them an open-ended question. What would you like to do when you grow up? Have you thought about it? So this will, give them the chance to think and express themselves. Next is involve your youngsters in various tasks around the house. So allow your child to take the charge occasionally. Allow him or her to select his or her own attire, breakfast items, and creative endeavors. So parents can help children by giving their children some responsibility and encouraging them to think for themselves. They have to weigh their options carefully before making a decision. So उनके सामने ऐसे challenges लाओ जहाँ पे where they are forced to think and they get an opportunity to take decisions also. Let your kid make error. Sometimes we as parents feel अरे हमारा बच्चा गलती कर देगा तो. It's okay because this गलती करना at this age is completely fine and it is an opportunity to learn. It may have some minor losses at one point of time, some points of time also. But then, these errors which the children make, it's an excellent opportunity for them to learn and grow. And when they make errors based on activities or tasks that they take ownership on, then learning is even immense because they themselves decided कि मुझे ये particular चीज करना है. So it's important to encourage a child independent without stifling it. So you shouldn't worry if he or she occasionally makes a poor decision or messes up. She or he has to have a strong sense of independence in order to learn from his or her failures. So helping teenagers make their own decisions is one of the key points, as it will allow them to be their own judge. And if the need is, the kids with free will thinking can choose a road not taken with confidence. Next is promoting a creative, independent thought process. So multidimensional thinking is a way of thinking that allows us to consider multiple options rather than just one. So parents can help children in solving problems with out-of-the-box ideas and creative solutions, which can be prompted by divergent thinking. As a result, the youngster will develop a healthy sense of autonomy. Then comes encourage originality and responsibility. So those who are capable of autonomous thought are also capable of making their own decisions and contributing independently to the workforce. So parents can help children to handle themselves. They should be left alone to do their own thing without constant supervision. As a result, they will get more confident and also be able to explore their talents, understand their strengths and weaknesses. Sixth is assist your child in being answerable for their own actions. So parents can help children by instructing them in the course of homemaking, such as how to make simple meals, how to clean their room, make their bed on a daily basis, how to go grocery shopping, say once a week. Even you can start by giving him simple tasks to pick up milk and bread. So, or how to use the various appliances in the house like washing machine, dishwasher, depending on what their age is, and how they can actually manage their time better. So this is crucial when you're trying to teach a child or a kid to think for themselves. Okay? And let them be answerable for their own actions. Next is give your kid a taste of independence at a young age. So in infants and toddlers, this is crucial. Too much attention and care from parents can make a youngster feel entitled and reliant on them. So this could be fine when a child is a baby, but it's not so great now that they are big kids and about to enter teenage. So begin with simple ideas like what he'll eat or what he'll wear and encourage them to find solutions to issues without continually coming to you for help. So you may help your child become more self-reliant in that particular way. Then avoid making comparisons. Two persons can try to perform the same thing with same resources, but only one can finish what they started. On the other hand, if one fails, it might severely injure or damage the other. Hence, competition should be avoided. 9 is prompt the kids to expand his or her horizon in terms of education. So don't ever put down a child's interest, whether they be pointing, painting, or singing, by telling them he's not good at it. Let him make mistakes and learn from them, and help him master the skill. It's very important that let him expand, let him explore in diverse areas. That will help him develop a holistic perspective and see whether whatever he's exploring is suitable for him or not. It will sometimes take more time, so it's completely fine. Last but not least is permit verbal communication, which means that even if the sentences aren't complete or they're not able to express in the right grammar or vocabulary, don't tell them they are wrong. Instead, parents can help children in completing the sentences. And it's not required that every time they make a mistake, they need to correct it. That will lower their confidence. So let them do mistakes, it's perfectly fine, and allow them to express themselves in whatever ability is there. It's very important that we create an atmosphere at home where the student or the child feels comfortable to express himself or herself to us. Open exchange of ideas. Even if we differ in what we think, if the child is grown up and there's a difference in thinking, it's perfectly fine. Because it's not required every time to instruct them. They learn more by examples. And if we as parents feel that we can instruct and teach our child, it will be going to be very difficult. They will learn more by example, observation, and seeing what we are doing rather than by instruction. This is a very, very fundamental point that I would like all parents to know. So, one important educational practice is that allow your children to have an independent thought. Now, what I mean by that is that when you're talking about independent thought process, it should give them a sense of belongingness. So, when was the last time you had involved your child in discussion on his studies, his or her studies, sports, etc.? If not in the near past, start it today. Go to the school for guardian meetings whenever it is there, but that's not sufficient. It's very important that you be involved and aware what your child is studying, what your child is doing. One of my relatives had gone to meet them, and I asked them, what is your child studying? And he called his child and said, "Beta, idhar aana, tum kaun si class mein ho, 3 or 4?" Now, this is not good enough. It's not good at all actually. So we should not only be aware कि बच्चा कौन से class में पढ़ रहा है, but we should know what is his studying, what are his strengths, what are his interests. We should be aware about that. Maybe he's interested in dance, maybe he's interested in music, maybe he likes to study social science, maybe he likes to study maths. So what are his liking, what is disliking, what are his challenges? We should be aware by interacting with the child as well as interacting with the school. So you can set a routine for weekdays and give them also one day off. Also, it's very important that you spend me time with them. When even if you have 2 children, you can take out time when going with them all alone and spending time with them. So you can set a routine for weekdays and give them one day off. Always make sure that a child is using his ability within his capability. Right? We should not pressurize children either for education or sports or co-curricular activities. So let them pick and choose and start. Okay? So these educational practices can actually help you in going along. So I really appreciate you watching this video, parents, because it shows that you are ready to allow your child to make blunders while you also need to correct them when they're headed in the wrong path. It's crucial because आपको दोनों चीज balance करना है, where to correct them, where to not correct them, as per the insights given in the video. So parents can help children by allowing the children the freedom to think for themselves and correct them only when it is required. Let them go to some falls, ups and downs is perfectly fine because it will prepare them for making decisions, accepting responsibility, and cope effectively with challenges when they actually become adults. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video and you would like to help other parents and parents who might be on a similar journey, then I invite you to please share this video with other parents and students by sharing it, by liking it, and even subscribing to the channel so that you could get more such engaging videos on understanding about how you can empower your child in his personal life, in his career, so that he can grow up to be a holistic individual, happy, not only earning money, but being a happy, holistic individual where he feels contented with whatever work or occupation he's doing, as well as having a balanced family life. So with this, I would like to end this video, but I would be waiting to see you in my webinar. So please register by akshay.com and I'll see you there live. Thank you so much. All the best.